Hey everyone, I'm Almar of almarsguides.com. This is my Lost Shores Young Karka farming guide. Now there's a few things I wanted to get into and say before I actually started this video. One was I was lagging a little bit during this video. Not like client lag, but server lag. My abilities weren't going off as I was hitting the abilities sometimes. Sometimes they weren't going off at all, and sometimes they were going off like half a second late. So that led to me taking a lot more damage in some cases than I should have, and a little wee bit slower kills. Also, my Thieves Guild 2-minute ability slowed me down a little bit and got me killed, or 3-minute cooldown ability rather, slowed me down and got me knocked down once, which cleared all of my stacks of bonus magic find, which definitely put a frown on my face. Just because they ran off and attacked a different Karka than the one I wanted them to attack, and I was attacking myself. Also, I sped this video up because it's originally 14 minutes long, and I wanted to make as much information and show you as much of this farming location as I could. And due to the fact that these Karkas take a while to kill, have a lot of health, hit very hard, the farming location would appear slow if it was going at normal speed. So let's take a look and get started with this farming location. This location is in South Sun Shoals in South Sun Cove. For some reason that was a tongue twister all of a sudden. And you're going to be required to have good gear and just a competence enough to handle this area. Like I said, the Karkas here hit harder and a lot more powerful than mobs you're probably accustomed to fighting, say in like Frost Gorge or any of the ore areas. Just because this was added in the Lost Shores patch and is pretty much made for you to have at least all rares, I'd say. I don't think you'd be able to handle this area with any greens. And if you have exotic gear, hopefully you're not glass cannon. You should be able to handle this area pretty well. If you are glass cannon, you better have something like blind or crowd control these mobs. Otherwise, you're probably going to get your ass handed to you non-stop throughout this entire area. So you're definitely, this farming location definitely isn't going to be for everyone. It's definitely geared around people that have gear and are geared towards surviving rather than just doing a lot of damage. Like I said, the Karka hit very hard and they have a lot of health. So that's going to be a big issue when it comes to farming here. The health might not be that big of an issue, but them hitting hard, especially with their tail attack, they put their tail up in the air and spit like acid stuff at you. That stuff hits very hard, usually for like 3k a pop. If you can farm with others in this farming location, it's highly recommended that you do so, even if you just have like a friend come through and farms with you a little bit, helps you kill stuff, or you tag along with somebody else that's just out and about here, and you attack the same mobs he does, he attacks the same mobs you do, and you both get equal amounts of loot and do half the amount of work that you would normally have had to do. Either or are highly recommended. Because this is, once again, a very difficult farming location to do alone. Now, I personally despise this location. I've never had any good luck here, and I've never found anything good from farming here. I've just been unlucky every single time, and I know people report 2 to 3 gold an hour from farming here. I usually only ever make 75 silver to 1 gold an hour farming here, and I personally don't find this location to be that good at all, but due to the fact that it's the most demanded video I get asked for, and people have reported good outcomes from farming here, I decided to make the video anyway, to give you guys all of the information you need about this location, and then you can go there, farm it yourself, and make your own decision about the location. So the main loot that we're going to be getting from this location is Vial of Potent Blood, Carcass Shells, Vial of Powerful Blood, and rares as well as whites to salvage. Now, before I get into the Potent Blood and Carcass Shells, I'd like to say a little bit about the rares and whites. Depending on what salvage kits you're using, you'll want to use the cheapy salvage kits. Usually I use basic salvage kits for the white items. The main reason you use these cheap salvage kits for the white items is because the orichalcum and like if you're salvaging Acolyte gear, the Gossamer Silk, the orichalcum from the chainmail gear, and all of that stuff is not considered a rare component. You can still get it with the basic salvage kit. So you don't need to use the Master Salvage Kit or the Mystic Salvage Kit, which actually is just a waste to make altogether. But you don't need to use those salvage kits in order to get the good salvage materials. Definitely something you want to remember and keep in mind so you don't go and wasting money on Master Salvage Kits to salvage, stuff in Mithril ore, which won't even make back one use of a salvage kit. It will, however, make money back from one use of a basic or crude salvage kit. I use basic because they have more charges than the crude salvage kit, and it saves some extra inventory space. For the rares, you want to use Master Salvage Kit or your Black Lion Salvage Kit if you have some. Since rares will and have a chance to give you globs of ectoplasm, they are the rare salvage / combined thingy from it. Definitely recommend that you use the Masters or Black Lion Salvage Kit, or if you do enjoy making the Mystic Salvage Kits, which I don't recommend you make, you can use that as well in place of the Master Salvage Kit. So, let's look at the vials of potent and powerful blood as well as the Carcass Shells that you get from this location. So the main thing that you're going to be getting, the most common thing, is vial of potent blood. I usually get about, throughout this video and a little bit of farming right before, I got 10 of them. I think throughout the course of the video I got about 6. You'll get about 1 every 5 kills or so. And the powerful blood, you're going to be getting about 1 every 50 or so kills, something right around there. The Carcass Shells, I've always been rather unlucky with getting them. I usually get 1 in about 15 to 25 kills. And they're one of the things that people report getting tons of, like 20 to 30 an hour. I'll be lucky to get 10 an hour from farming here, and I farm with about 100% magic find. So those are the main things. Vial of potent blood sells for like 1 silver, 30 to 45 copper a piece. The vial of powerful blood sells for about 25 silver a piece, and the Carcass Shells sell for about 3 to 4 silver a piece. So all of these items sell for a couple silver a piece. They are pretty, some of them are quite common to get. Just the carcass take a little while to kill, and can hit you quite hard and knock you down, which will completely erase your sigil, which obviously, gives you more magic find and all of that fun stuff. So, before I get into magic find and how you can boost yours, I wanted to go over a few. I spent 5 hours farming this location over the past 2 days, and I wanted to give just the estimates of what I made from farming here throughout the hours, so you can corroborate with whatever you managed to farm there from the hours you spent here. So the first hour I was here farming, I made 85 silver. I don't remember how many potent blood and Carcass Shells I got. I do know I didn't get any powerful blood at all, and that was before I factored in selling the vendor trash. After selling the vendor trash, I think I made like 92, 93 silver. The second hour, I got 1 gold, 6 silver, and I found 1 powerful blood. I didn't find any rares either of these hours. The next hour, I got really unlucky with the potent and powerful blood. I found a few Carcass Shells, found a few potent blood, no powerful blood, found I think 2 rares, and got super unlucky with salvaging them, of course. And the fourth hour, I got 1 gold, 33 silver. That was my best hour. I think I found 3 rares. They didn't salvage into that much, sadly. I got unlucky with them yet again. And I found, I think, 1 powerful blood, quite a few potent, and like 5 Carcass Shells maybe. And then the 5th hour, I got 76 silver, which was my worst hour ever from farming there. Now, I didn't do all of these hours back to back to back to back. I spaced them out quite a bit. Like I said, I did it over 2 days. I went to the Carcass, farmed there for an hour, and then made a different video someplace else, a farming video, and then came back to them after a while and, switched off and on, so I didn't get diminishing returns. Also, I was probably quite unfortunate. I know it bothers me when people come onto my videos and say stuff like, this farming location sucks, blah, 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 and they just turned out to get really unlucky farming there. So I'm not really dissing this farming location. I personally don't like it, though, mainly because it actually requires you to pay attention. I typically, like to watch a movie when I'm playing Guild Wars 2 or something like that, and you can't really focus on a movie and focus on killing the Karka at the same time because they do hit much harder than, normal mobs, say, if I would normally farm in like Frostgorge or run events in ore or something like that. So from my experience, I average about 1 gold an hour here. But like I said, I've gotten reports saying 2 to 3 gold, and I've gotten enough of them to the point of where I assume, you know, all of the hours that I farmed here, I've just gotten unlucky. That's for you guys to decide, though, you know, when you go and try this location yourself. As far as magic find goes, I used peach tarts throughout the video, but I switched off and on with Omnon berry bars throughout a few of the different times I was farming here. You can use whatever you want. Peach tarts are the cheaper alternative if you can't afford the like Omnon berry bars and stuff like that. Although the bonus gold find with the Omnon berry bars, the 40% gold find, will pretty much pay for itself with the Omnon berry bars pretty damn fast. And if you don't want to use peach tarts because it's too low magic find, but still don't want to use Omnon berry bars because they're too expensive, Cup of Lotus fries are pretty cheap, and they give you the same amount of magic find as the Omnon berry bars do. Just they don't give they give bonus the power instead of bonus the gold find as their alternative oomph, I guess you can say, that's on the actual item. So aside from that, there really isn't much else to be said about this farming location. Once again, if you can bring a friend, I highly recommend you do. A friend will greatly improve the amount of money you'll make and, you know, speed you'll kill and all of that fun stuff. So bring a friend if you can. Aside from that, really nothing else I can think about saying for this. Of course, as always, you can like, comment, and subscribe to me for future Guild Wars 2 videos. And also, if any of you guys out there are looking for a great farming location and this one didn't pay out either, I have quite a few on my channel. Just check out my channel. You'll find a ton. Or I have a link to my website in the description of every single video. All you have to do is go to my website and you'll find a farming guides page with all of the locations I've ever documented and done. You'll find tons of stuff there. So highly recommend you guys check that out. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you around.